Hey guys, so this is a winter sowing project I made a video of before. These are my purple Cherokee tomatoes, and as you can see, the winter sowing method totally worked. So I have now, let's see, 6, there's 5 big ones and a 6th one here. I may not transplant that one because it's probably not going to be very successful anyways, but I'm going to show you guys the easiest and best way to take something like this where you have multiple seedlings in one container and then divide them into individual containers so you can transition to their own individual pots. So I will also show you what I call my hold and fill method, which I think is what gives your plants the absolute best head start in growing and reduces transplant shock for that matter. So let me go ahead and break these apart and show you how I transplant these individually. Alright guys, so all I do is you need to very carefully just kind of hold the plants up by themselves. Do this outside or someplace you don't mind getting dirty because you're going to make a little bit of a mess. But so there you go. You can see the roots are kind of filling in right here, so it's definitely time to transplant. Little shot right there. So all I do is very carefully just kind of work from the sides and the bottom, pulling it apart very gently with your fingertips like this. You don't want to pull or pry because you want to maintain the best root integrity as you possibly can. So this guy just fell apart just all by itself, right? So there's one. And you just continue this process. It's really not difficult. I think a lot of people get too caught up in trying to start one seed per pot or cup because they don't want to have to transplant. Well, this way, you guys, it makes it so easy that you don't have to worry about that. You can multi-sow plants like this, and it's so easy to separate them out that you can start so many pots of plants without having to get 25 little individual solo cups or whatnot. You just get one container like this old milk jug. There's 5, 6 tomato plants in here. I could have used more, but I didn't. And there you go. So you use one container, you started 6 plants. They pull apart so easily like this. Alright, so here's what I see too many times. People, what they do when they transplant, they're going to get dirt. They're going to fit in their container. They're going to take their pot like this. They're just going to dig a little tiny bit of hole like this, shove the whole thing in, throw some dirt on top, call it transplanted. Okay, well that may work, your plant may survive, and it may grow. However, setting your plants up for the most success, this is not what's going to work. So I call the hold and fill method of transplanting your plants. You need to get just a little bit, maybe a third to a quarter bit of the soil down there. You're going to go ahead and see your roots, how they're nice and hanging down like this. Okay, this is the natural level the plant wants to grow at right here. See the top of the container, the stem of the plant. It wants to live just like this, right? So all I do is I hold the plant at the level that it should be growing at, and it's very casually just filling around it. Keep it at that level. Keep filling it in, back filling it, try to get it down there. And as you water it, you're going to notice that there'll be some pockets that'll develop. You may need to add a little bit more soil on top. But there you go. I've let go, and the plant is maintaining its level that it wants to grow at. The roots are going to be just fine. That is one transplanted tomato. You go through that, you water it in, keep it someplace nice, and there you go, off on the run. So let me go show you this one more time, show you really quickly, just so it sinks in for you guys real nice and clearly. This might be a little bit too much soil. It's always best to kind of err on the side of too little soil because you can always add more, as opposed to starting with too much soil, then your plant roots are still going to get crowded down towards the bottom. So once again, the plant wants to grow about this level right here very easily. You just backfill in around it, maintain the level that the plant wants to grow at, that it was used to growing in its previous container. You fill it in, you pack it in around the sides there. I'm going to need a little bit more to kind of get this guy out of the way to kind of fill this in. So there you go. Kind of press it in tight. There you go. 2 tomato plants transplanted with the hold and fill method. This will set your plants up for the absolute most success. Don't just dig a hole, cram your plant in. You're going to bound the roots up, and it's going to be hard for those guys to spread out and get off to a good start. So this, I found, uses the hold and fill method, reduces transplant shock, gets your plants off to a great start. So there you go. This is the Hillside Gardener Dave signing off. Hopefully this helps you guys out. If you have any questions, just let me know. Happy growing, and I hope this helps somebody else out there. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.